Look at all this stuff. Some of this is recent makes, some of it is older makes, but I want to reprice. Hey guys, welcome back to Nocatchyname. It's me, Ella. Today, I'm going to be pricing all my inventory and sorting it out. I'm going to take pictures of everything, update my square information, and I charged my square because I haven't used it since December. I charged it and make sure it was still working. And yeah, so I got this little container here full of price tags that I took off after my last market. So I've got to go through all these totes. I have this tote and a clothes basket here full of stuff. Some of it's like this clothes basket is all new stuff. This tote is older stuff that I want to reprice and stuff, change prices of and things like that. And I need to make sure I got pictures of everything. Then I also have a little bit more in there that I'll go grab once I'm done with all this. So I don't know exactly what's all going to be in this video because it might be a little chaotic because I don't know my system yet. But I'm going to try to take clips of it and share along with you guys. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these price tags out by the number so that I can reuse as many older price tags as I can before I make new ones. So I do have the stuff to make new price tags. I do know I need more business cards. This is literally all I have left, other than some that's in bags already. And I always pre-pack some. I am planning on ordering some more. I was really wanting to get my new logo, this one, redone by someone who knows what they're doing, to have it in high definition. I just haven't done that yet. I procrastinated it. So I want to do that and get this new logo put on my cards. This is like an older one I used to use. But I think because I haven't done that yet and it's going to cost money, you know, I want to pay someone to do it well. I'll probably will reorder some of these ones and then change it after I have the funds to pay artists to make a nicer looking logo for me. But anyways, you see right here's some more old labels I can use. There's another one. I think that's all of them. So now I can get ready. So my first goal is I'm going to kind of lay everything out and separate it, you know, because I got multiples of some things. And then I'm going to try to figure out what I want to pay for, or what I want to charge for them, and then start pricing them physically. And then I'll take pictures of them as I do that, so that when I update my square, I'll already have all the pictures on my phone. So yeah, I guess let's get into it. Okay, so these 3s and 2s are from my Christmas markets. They were Christmas ornaments, so I probably won't be using many of these, or the 4s actually. I'll probably be using the rest of them though. I normally like to do increments of 10s or 5s because it's just easier for change, but I've learned that people seem to like getting change back, so sometimes throwing a random number in there is better. But I got all these separated out, and I do have extra tags there, and I got some over there. So, I'm going to try to use up as many of these ones as I can first before I make new tags. I know this is kind of weird with the orange yarn, but I was just using what I have. And, yeah, no one seemed to mind last time, so I don't think it matters. Okay, here's what we're looking at. I haven't counted it or anything yet, but this is all the inventory left over from last year's markets and the stuff I've made this year. There's some on the back of the couch. Big pile of turtles. Look at all this stuff. A little bit back there. And then also there's some on my ottoman. So these are bandanas, mermaid tail purses, notion pouches, and minis. So that is all the inventory that I have right now. And I'm sure I'll make some more in the next week leading up to my market. I can't see it. I'm trying to show it. So now that I've got every bit of it laid out, this is all of it except the leftover Halloween and Christmas stuff. I do have a little bit of Christmas and Halloween stuff left over. I'm going to take it with me just in case. Because at my 4th of July market last year, things sold so much that I had to put stuff like that out. So I am going to take that with me. But it's just one bag. I got like 9 or 10 Christmas things and like about the same of Halloween things. So I will take all those with me just in case. But now I got this all laid out so I can look at it. And now I'm going to just start price tagging and writing down. I gotta get my notepad. And then I can use my notepad later with my square to update all that information. This kind of also gives me an idea of maybe what I might need to work on this week. Like I only have 1 rat and those usually do pretty good, so I might need to make some rats. Look, something else. Let's see here. Ladybugs. I only got 1 ladybug. I only have 2 pickles. I don't really have a pickle green though. Got plenty of frogs. I don't know. But I'm going to start working on it. It's a lot. Alright, this isn't the best ankle, but it's what I got. Anyways. Okay, I'm going to start right here. I have a tote right here that I'm going to put stuff in after I price tag it. Got my notepad. Got my labels. Got my crochet hook to put the tags on. I got scissors, Sharpie, extra labels. I think I'm ready. This is every bit of my inventory, like I said in that one clip, minus the Christmas stuff. Some of it's already priced, so that's handy, but a lot of it's not. Okay, so this is my little stingray. I'm going to go through all these, but I'm not going to tell you who they're by because I won't remember. If there's a pattern or patterns you're super interested in, leave a comment or shoot me an email and I will try to gather them up. It may take me a little while because I don't remember what they all are. But I made a whole bunch of these in the past. I know it was a YouTube tutorial. And this is the last one I got left. Little pink one. And I do sell my stingrays for $5. So I'm just going to put on my list that I got 1 stingray. I'm tired. Well, I work carrying all that around. I'm going to put that it's for $5 and I'm going to put down here 1. So that's the first one. Into the bucket. 1 down, multiple to go. At the end of this, I will... Oh, I think my camera just shifted. After this, I will put, calculate how much quantity there is and then how much price it is. And I'll show that at the end. And then that way at the market, when I go to it, I can be like, oh, I sold 20 items and it came up to $. But let's get going. Okay, so I got 1 little ladybug. Got a fuzz on it. They're all got fuzzes on them. Always, when I'm putting them out at the market, I pick them all off. And I'll use a lint roller and stuff. Doesn't really matter if they're fuzzy now, because when I throw them all together, they're going to get re-fuzzy. We got a little ladybug. This, I think I will put... Oh gosh, see. I think $8. I'm always stressed about prices. So I'm going to try to use up all these tags that I have that are extra or left over before I make new ones. My sister's been making me tags on her Cricut. So ladybug, $8. And frankly, I don't care if anybody has any negative comments about how I price my items because it doesn't affect me at all. You can say what you want to say and I'm still going to price them when I want to price them. Okay, bear. This is a bear pattern I made myself. It's very simple though. I mean, I'm sure there's a billion out here. It's basically my loaf cat pattern, but I did a bear tail. And I just made it look like a bear instead of cat. Gosh. Should he be 10 or 12? Let's see here. I kind of had an idea. He's kind of the same size of things I normally price at 8. Oh, we'll go 10, I guess. If he doesn't sell this market, I might mark him down. So, we'll see. $10. Better. Write that down. This is going to be a long video, so grab you some crochet. And a drink and some snacks. Alright, these little guys, I got a price. I got to figure these out. I was going to charge 10 for these because they're a little bit more work and they're 2 pieces. But they're also tiny. Like things that I charge, like these are, I charge $5 for. I don't know. But these are more interactive. People seem to like things that have multiple parts to it. So I don't know. I don't know if this should be 8 or what. Anyways, we're going to keep on going. This chick. This is a worsted weight chick. I've had this for a while. I almost had a kid buy it at one of my markets last year. But that was the one where it started raining a whole lot. And everybody, you know, started running around because it was raining. So I think I had $5 on him because I'm kind of just trying to get rid of him at this point because I've had him for a while. And he's worsted weight. I don't really use worsted weight for amigurumis anymore, except when I'm making like things for myself, or to gift to yarny friends. So I'm gonna put worsted so that I don't know what it is. Chick. I'm gonna put $5 in one. That's because I mostly just, I want to get rid of him. You know, I've had him for a while. I might, because I have a couple other things that I've had for a while. I might do like a little discount bin. And if I do that, I could, because I could put like what I was originally going to sell it for, and I can mark it out and put the cheaper price on there. People like sell it that. So since I'm thinking of that, I'm going to put this on the side. And I might do that. So I'm going to have to relabel him. But that's okay. These little guys are already labeled $5. That's what I sell them for. So I'm going to go ahead and keep them at that. So these are my small googly-eyed monsters. So I'll just put SM Google Eyes. I don't know what that is. I sell them for $5 each. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 of those. I should have thought this through. Just neat them in there. So I'm going to put 7 as my quantity. I do have 2 of the larger ones. These are my own pattern, by the way. Those ones that I just threw down there, I have a tutorial of. These ones I never made a tutorial of. They're just different. I just made them different. These are bigger. They got bigger eyes, so I do charge 10 for these. I got 2 of those. So I'm going to put LG for large. Googly eyes. They are 10, and I have 2 of those. They're already labeled, so I don't have to deal with that. These little chicks with a nest, I'm going to put aside because I still have to figure out what I want to price them for. And I also need to, I want 1 or 2 to be loose, and then I want the other ones to be together. I do have some small bags, so I might go ahead and put them in plastic bags, except for like a display one, you know? So people can see that they come apart and can be played around with, but then have the rest of them all together so that they don't get lost. I thought about putting like a safety pin through them to hold them together, but I was worried that if a younger kid, you know, even if it's not young, obviously, but, you know, like even a 7 or 8 year old might not be aware enough to not accidentally poke themselves, and I don't want some little kid to get poked by a safety pin, so I'll probably do the little baggy thing. So I'm going to set them aside so I can price them later and figure that out. I do have 8 of those, though. So, alright, I got 2 pickles left. This is Big Twist yarn. This is Posh. Let me see. I sell these for $8 each. I'm going to keep it at that. That one is labeled. This one is not. So I'm going to put a price tag on this one. I love the pickles. I love making them, and people love getting them. I usually sell pickles pretty well. I don't really have a pickle green, but I do have some green, so I might try to make some more pickles. So I got 2 of those. Those are like my medium-sized pickles, because I do have small ones, so I always just put medium pickle. They are $8 each, and I have 2 of them. Alright, onward. My pig, my little pig that I want to do a tutorial for. Eventually, I just haven't, life's been crazy. So it's just a little pig. It's an also pig pattern. I got 2 of them. Pricing is always hard for me. I don't know. I think I'm going to go 10 on these. I think I went 10 on the bear, didn't I? Yeah. And these are similar size to the bear. So I'm going to put small pig. I don't think I have any big pigs this time. $10. I have 2 of them. I'm always worried that I'm not pricing good enough, or I'm pricing too high. I live in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and I live out in the middle of nowhere. I don't live anywhere big. I don't live like near Chattanooga or near Nashville or anything. So I don't live where there's a lot of wealthy people. I live where there's more just middle class, you know, blue collar people. So I don't like to charge a ridiculous amount of money for things, because I understand where they're coming from. Alright, let's move on. These little chicks. These are 2 different patterns, but they're about the same size. I made these. I got 3 of these and 1 of this one. I'm gonna put 5 on these. This is about the size that I put 5 on usually. So I'm gonna put these all together since they're all the same. I'm just gonna put small chicks. Did I already do that? No, I use worsted chick. $5, and I have 4 of them. Where are my $5? There they are. So chicks are usually hit or miss. Some markets, they go crazy. People buy them like crazy. And other markets, people don't even look at them. One thing the things that I've noticed from my past markets that are always popular for me is turtles. Specifically my jumbo size ones and the tofu turtle pattern. Snakes are always real good for me. That's why I make so many of them. And frogs. Not necessarily the leggy frogs though. Usually the booty frogs. The round body frogs. I actually have a really hard time selling leggy frogs. I've only ever sold a couple. I have 2 over there that I've had. This will be this second spring that I have them. But I'm going to keep on trying to sell them. If they don't sell this spring, maybe I will donate them. Who knows? Okay, so the chicks are labeled in the bucket. Next is the tulips. So my tulip market is what's next. It is a Easter egg hunt / spring market hosted by Tulip Farm. And you pay to pick there. It's like $2, I think, per stem. So I wanted to make some tulips. So I made, how many did I make? 7? 6? Can't count. Got 6 of them. They're pretty good size and they're cute. I think they're cute. I made these with just chenille yarn. Got a couple different colors to choose from. Gosh, why is pricing so difficult? I don't know. I think I put 8 on those. I don't think they're quite the size of a $10 thing. We'll put 8 on the tulips. I have 6 of them. This is my last 8 tags. I'm going to have to make some more. I'm going to write them down real quick before I forget. Tulips, $8. I have 6. So now I've got to use, these are the ones my sister printed off for me. She printed them on her Cricut. Cut them on her Cricut. So, where's my Sharpie at? I'm going to make these real quick and then catch back up. Okay, got the tulips labeled. So now I'm moving on to the mushy boys. They're so cute. I got 4 of them. I think I'm going to put 8 on these as well, which means I might have to make more. Let's see here. I made a few extra. Okay, I got enough for these, but I need the strings. Hello, sorry. Close to the screen. So yeah, whew. We're supposed to get thunderstorms tonight. Or actually early in the morning. I think most of the southeastern part of the United States is. So I hope everybody's careful and prepared. I don't really worry about tornado storms. We get tornadoes all the time. We're kind of used to them. And I'm to the point of the mindset where if I'm going to go, I'm going to go. I live in an apartment complex, so I don't really have a choice of what to do. So if our apartment gets hit head on, we're just going to have to die. I don't have another option, you know. My father-in-law has a basement at his house, but it floods really bad. So, I mean, do I want to die in a tornado or do I want to drown? So, I think I'd rather die all at once in a tornado. But, yeah, I'm not too worried. We have our plan, a safety plan, you know. Me and Devin both know it very well. We have a NOAA weather radio, so we're as ready as we can be. I thought that was a little long. So, every time I am expecting bad weather, I do pack a bag and I make sure everybody sleeps in clothes. Not clothes, but you know, pajamas, because usually my kids don't sleep in pajamas. I usually put our shoes and jackets and the bag that has like all of our medicines and my hard drive with all my pictures on it and things like that. When June was a baby, I had formula and stuff in it for her, so that if anything did happen and we survived, we could have the necessities like right there on hand. So I'll probably do that. They're not supposed to hit us until like 4 in the morning though, so by then Devin will be awake because he wakes up super early. So he'll be able to keep eye on the weather. me and the kids will just sleep until something happens. I'm not too worried. You know, it's springtime. It's going to be a lot of storms. Okay. Mushroom boys are labeled. And I write down. Oops. Are $8 and I have 4 of them. I used to charge more for those, but they came out bigger. My tension has changed a lot in the last year, so all my things are coming out smaller than they used to. Alright, booty frogs. I have 4 left over from last year's markets, and I made 5 more for this year. So these I do charge $8 for. I'm going to have to make more $8 tags. Okay, apparently I have a lot of $8 things. But this is all the smaller stuff. Over that way is the bigger things. So I do have, how many? 9, right? And 3 of them are already tagged. So these 3 already have stickers on them, tags on them. So I'm going to put down booty frogs. I have 9 of them. Let me recheck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. $8 each. And now I need to make 6 more $8 tags. I want to, I seen where some people use little jewelry tags on their amigurumis. I want to do that. I'm going to get some, and then I'm just going to slowly switch them out as things sell and stuff like that. Because they're small, and I think it would just look better. And I saw what people use, like little, almost like bobby pins, to just stick them into the amigurumis. That way when you sell them, you can just easily pull them off. I don't usually take my price tags off because they're pretty cost effective for me, you know. I don't spend a lot of money on my price tags. A lot of times people who buy things do take them off and hand them back to me. People who, I guess, are market people as well. But for the most part, I just leave them on there. Unless someone specifically asks me to take them off. I'm making a bunch more of 8s because apparently I got a lot of $8 things. Okay, so, but I was gonna get one of those price guns that's got the little plastic things, but all the ones that's on Amazon don't have good reviews. A lot of people complain about them. I used to use those when I worked at Walmart though, because I worked in the clothing department for a little while, and then I was over electronics and jewelry, which was horrible. I hated that. I loved working in the clothing department and the baby department, stocking all that stuff. Because it took forever. Specifically the clothes, because there was a lot of folding and stuff involved. But then when I got like promoted or whatever to the head of electronics, it was terrible because people who buy I was on night shift by the way. So the people who buy electronics in the middle of the night are usually not the kind of people you want to sit around and converse with. There were a lot of really rude people and a lot of really scary people coming in to buy electronics at like 3 in the morning. I got a lot of death threats working at Walmart. It's crazy. And the jewelry, I hated working in jewelry because the locks on all the jewelry things were so finicky. You had to like sit there and mess with them, and the person's standing there waiting to, you know, look at whatever they're wanting to look at. And I'm sitting over there jiggling the things, trying to get the locks open. They were like weird magnetic locks, but you had to do them just a perfect way or they wouldn't work. And I hated that. But I did like working at Walmart for the most part. I liked stocking. And I loved zoning, which is where you organize everything and pull it up, make it look pretty. I could have done that all night long. I just didn't like being head of a department because it was stressful, having to deal with people. But all that's behind me now, so I don't have to worry about it. So, almost got these booty frogs. Some of these I didn't put booties on because I wanted to see, because from my experience of selling these, they always sell really well, but no one ever looks at the booties. I've only had like 1 or 2 people ever point out the fact that it has a booty. People just like it because it's a round frog, I guess. So I thought I would try making them without the booty, because that's just an extra step. If I could cut that out and they still sell well, then that's good. This is a lot of inventory. I was going to take it to my sister's house to have her help me I wanted to do it here because our living room's big and we got this big couch that we can lay everything out on. My couch is going to be covered in fuzzes. I'll just vacuum it. But my sister's going to watch the kids while we go to the market next weekend. And my tables are at her house. They're there from the holidays. We just left them there because I know it wasn't going to have any markets until spring. So when Devin drops the kids off next Saturday morning early, he'll grab the tables, come back here, we'll load up everything, and then we'll head out to the farm. I'm hoping so bad that it's not going to be raining and storming next weekend. So far, it looks like there's rain Wednesday, but Thursday looks good, and that's as far as my app will go. So I really hope that it's going to be a pretty day, and it's going to be a nice day for kids to get out and Easter egg hunt, and for parents to shop. Okay, that's all the beauty frogs. I have one eyeball left over from Halloween. Kids love these. Little boys specifically grab these and just play with them and throw them back and forth. So, and it's at $5. I'm going to leave it at $5. And actually, later this year, if I get close to an autumn pre-Halloween market, I will make more eyeballs because they are popular. Kids like them. And I like making them. They're cute. So I'm just going to put eyeball. $5. And I got one. Alright, moving onward. Now I got these leggy looking frogs. These are the two bigger ones that I've had for a while. Just fuzzes everywhere. So, and then I got two littler ones that I made recently. I love this one. He's so cute. He's so So these ones are bigger, obviously, so they're going to have a different price. These ones, I think I'm going to charge $10 for these bigger ones. And I hope that they sell good. I have bad luck with leggy frogs. People love booty frogs, but they don't seem to love leggy frogs. I did one market last year. I think it was June. And another vendor had leggy frogs. And I seen people walk around with her leggy frogs, but they were really small. They're like the size of a keychain. So I imagine they were pretty low in price. So people probably just impulse buying them, you know. So, 2. So I'm going to name these small leggy frogs. And these will be large leggy frogs. And I probably will not make any more leggy frogs unless all 4 of these ones sell. Like at this market. 10 and 2. I'm going to go ahead and put large leggy frogs. I'm going to put them at 15 for 2. Because they're bigger. They're made with burnout blanket sparkle yarn. And yeah, we'll try them at 15. If they don't sell this year, I'm gonna have to do something because I can't just keep keeping them. I guess if they don't sell, I'll just mark them down really low and put them in a clearance bin. I'm getting all those when I throw them sideways like that. I'm getting them in there. Okay, so leggy frogs. All right, we're making our way around the couch. We're down this side and we're about to turn that way. Baskets. Okay, so I made 2 flower baskets. This bluey one, this greeny one, and then this was a pattern I just wanted to make one day, so it's kind of like a basket. I think on these baskets I'm going to put $20 on them. I don't know. They're kind of a lot of work, but I don't know if people would pay $25 for something like that in my area. I don't know. Should I put 25 on them and see what happens? Maybe I'll put 25 on these big ones and 20 on this one. Let's do this one because I have 20 already. I don't have any 25 ones, so I have to make that. So this one, I'm gonna call this one. What am I gonna call this one? I'm gonna call this one. I'm just gonna put mesh tote for that one. Those ones I'm gonna call flower baskets because that's what they are, or harvest baskets. So mesh tote 20. I got one of those, and then harvest basket. We're gonna put 25 and see what happens. I don't know. I don't really sell a lot of non-plushy things, but I will take them and see what happens. So let me get some more labels. I don't have any 25s. I do have one back here though, and it's actually something I'm going to change the price of. This Loft Dog is $25. I'm going to change his price to $20. So I will get that one off of him. Go back there. To put on one of these baskets. And I'll just have to make one. So there's one basket. And then the other basket, I got 2 label. I usually don't have people ask me if I have any kind of deals going on, but when I do, it's men. So, men are always like that, I guess. And I usually just say no. And I don't haggle either. I did it once, and I felt so bad afterwards. And I didn't feel bad that I did it. I felt bad that that guy even tried to do that to me. So, in the future, that was at the 4th of July market, and he was haggling with me, trying to get me to lower my prices. And then I just did it just to get him to go away. And I regretted it instantly, and I felt like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have gave in to him, you know. So this year I'm not going to do that. If a man comes up to me saying, trying to get me to lower my prices, I'm going to tell him to go learn how to crochet and make it himself. Because it's just rude. It's not a yard sale. It's not like I'm at a yard sale, you know, where you're supposed to haggle prices. It's an event where people who's making their living. So you need to just pay. If you want the thing, pay the price and go home, you know. Don't haggle with them. Well, I guess we'll do this Loft Dog since he's here. He's so cute, and people are always interested in him, but no one has ever bought him. This is my own pattern I was going to do a tutorial for, and I just can't. I'm so busy, and I've got my kids. Maybe when it's coming up summer. What am I doing? I have 20. That one's got a money sign. When things come down homeschool wise and all that, I like to put tags where people can find them easy, because I don't like asking people prices of things, and I absolutely hate going to a stand that doesn't have labels on anything. If you don't have price tags, I'm not buying anything from you, because I don't want to have to ask. That's probably just a me thing. Loaf Dog 20. Okay. Anyways, I had him at like 6 markets last year, and he never sold at 25, so I'm putting him at 20, and we'll try to find him a home. He's just a little dog. His ears are floppy. He's cute. A lot of people were interested in him, but I guess 25 was too much, so we're gonna go with 20 and see if he gets a home. Okay, what's next? This crayon. I've had this, and I've had so many kids want this, but the parents won't buy it for them. I have it for 20. I'm gonna put it down to 15 and see if he finally gets a home. I wanted to make more. I wish I had the colors, like a color array of blanket yarns, to make a whole little set, you know, like an 8-pack set to line them up. I think that would be so cute, but I don't. So I'm gonna put him at 15 and try to sell him. If he doesn't sell that, I'll put him in my clearance bin for like 10 bucks. I just got a weather thing. I need to check that. Let me put this on here. So my yellow crayon. So many little kids, like kindergarten age kids, want this crayon. And a lot of them were like begging their mom for it, and the mom made them pick out something cheaper, which I understand as a mom. Let's see here. I'm gonna put yellow crayon, even though I only have the one, because I might eventually make more. Okay, I'm gonna check my weather alert real quick, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, the weather alarm was just a wind advisory and a flood advisory for sometime tonight through tomorrow. The storm is not supposed to hit us until early morning hours of Saturday. Yeah. And then we're supposed to get storms like most of the day Saturday. So that kind of stinks. It means I won't be getting to go out of the house much. Okay. Bananas. We're going to go 15 on the bananas. They're kind of a lot of work. It's a size 7 yarn. It hurts my hands, but they're so cute. Look at them. What would be even cuter is if they were in pajamas. They'd be bananas in pajamas. I used to love that show. They're different. They're slightly different shape. You know, it all depends on your attention and how you stuff. I got Grumpy Banana and Happy Banana. So it's like brothers. One's, you know, grumpy and serious. Where'd my hook go? Where'd my hook go? Oh, there it is. But people tend to like the grumpy face things too, especially the grumpy face frogs. Everybody wants a grumpy frog. I'm struggling getting this thread apart. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. They're out there cutting trees down. I don't know if you can hear that. We live really close to the football field. And they're like cutting all the trees down around the football field. Which stinks. I hate it when people do that. It's like that's where all the birds and bugs live. But I guess if it's a safety concern, I get it. But if people keep cutting all the trees down because the apartment complex cut down one too, then I'm not going to have any birds. It's going to stress me out. Okay. These are little bunny basket things that I had at my Easter market last year. And I had them with some of that Easter grass in it and some candy. And I was charging $10 for them. A lot of kids wanted them, but a lot of parents said no. Which I understand, yeah. So this year I'm going to do it without the grass and without the candy. I'm just going to sell them. I'm going to put probably $5 each on them. I might have one that I put some candy and stuff in as a display. And each tent at this next market I'm doing is going to get an Easter egg to hide at our tent for people to find. And if they find it, they get to go claim a prize. So this would be a cute place to hide one of those. So I'm going to put price tags on these. I got a bunch of them. And they all got $10 prices on them. So I got to take these off. These are fun to make. It's worsted weight held double. And when I was prepping for this particular market, I was still using only worsted weight. I only had a little tiny bit of experience with plushy yarn. Yeah, so. And this market, I did have that big plushy pig I made. I made like a big jumbo pig and I had $30 on it. And everybody at this market was freaking out about how expensive it was. But then at the next market I had, it sold to a couple with a little baby. So, you know, sometimes things, you just got to hold on to things for a little while and they'll find a home. This market that I did last year, this Easter one, I'm actually doing it again this year. It's not this next one I'm doing, it's the one after that. It's in April. It is a community event that's a free Easter egg hunt. So it's typically lower class people who go to it. So I guess a $30 price tag is a lot to some of them, you know, that are just going to a free event. But anyways, we're going to switch these over to 5. I think there's, well, I was thinking there were 7 of these, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I should have went with my gut. Let me write that down real quick. I'm going to name it Bunny Baskets. $5, and I got 7 of them. I like to write a physical inventory because when I do go to update my square, it's easier. And I just realized I haven't been taking pictures of any of these. Okay, I'll label them all, then I'll take pictures of them. Because I want to sort them out anyways by sizes. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. I like having a physical copy because sometimes when I am at a market and I'm busy and getting sales and stuff, I don't always update my square with cash sales. I like to try to do that because it keeps track of everything for me. But sometimes I forget, especially when, because sometimes there's like a big rush of people and you have like 3 or 4 people at your booth all trying to get things all at once. And so I don't have the time to just update my square. So I do like to keep a pad and paper nearby with my written inventory because then I can either mark stuff off if I have the brain power or I can just scribble it down real quick. And, but I still almost always miss some sales. When I do my market recaps, I always have more money than I have written down, and it's because I missed a sale or two tracking it. Alright, I gotta make another $5 one. I think that will be the last $5 one, so I'm just gonna make one. Because the rest of these things are gonna be more than $5. Alright, next is some love cats. I haven't made any big love cats because they do sell well for me, but I don't want like a ridiculous amount of them. So I have 3 medium-sized ones. I have one jumbo one over here we'll get to in a minute. And then I have one that's a different shape. Okay. Put this last tag on there. This is going to be a long video. Okay, so love cats. Boink. This is my pattern. Got a YouTube tutorial. So I got these 3. That's my tutorial. And this is a pattern that I bought on Etsy a while ago. So cute. But because it's kind of similar, I'm going to price it the same. These ones I sell for $15 each. And my big love cats I sell for $20. Will you stand up there, you little stinker? And what's funny is usually my weird color ones sell well. I had a purple and a blue one of these little ones, and they sold. So I'm going to put small loaf cat 15. And I have 4 of them. Because even though this isn't technically a loaf cat, I mean it kind of is. It's just different shape. I'm still going to lump it in there. Where'd my hook go? I keep misplacing it. I got plenty of 15 price tags. 15 is a good price for me. A lot of my things. I usually have a lot of lower price things because of kids. I don't want to get a little kid to come to my booth and not be able to get anything. That is why I have the $3 bin. Because it would make me so sad if a little kid came up and couldn't afford anything and had to walk off. And I do give discounts to little kids that only have a couple bucks. I'll let them pick out something from a $3 bin. If they have a $2 or $1, I'll let them go ahead and get something out of the $3 bin. Because those are always made with just scrap yarns, and most of the things in that takes me like 5 or 10 minutes to make. So I don't mind letting a little kid get a discount. But I don't like giving grown-ups discounts. I always think it's rude when they ask. Because, like, would you do this if you were at, Walmart? Would you ask them if you can get a discount? No, you wouldn't. So why are you doing it to me? And I'm not a multi-billion-dollar company. Hippo! I have had some of these in the past and sold them. That gray one I've had for a little while. So let's write him down. We're going to put 15 on him as well. Because he's cute. He's made with posh yarn too. I miss big twist yarn already. I wish so bad someone had bought that company, the Big Twist company, and just started making the yarn. Yarn Inspirations could have done that, or Premier could have done that, or Hobie, or any of them could have just bought that and made, they could have changed the name from Big Twist to whatever they want to name it. But now the yarn is just gone. But it's okay. Snakes. I made 2 snakes yesterday. I made this gray one and this blue one. So these ones I got to price, but then I got to leave them out because I got to show them in my video. But I've got some little snakes and some big snakes, and I'm changing the prices because I used to charge $15 for my big snakes. And I'm going to change that to $20. And then I'm going to charge $15 for my smaller snakes and see how that goes. I was stupid to mark these as 15 anyways because they're big. They're long. So, let's see here. So that's going to be, I think I got 3 the big ones. And then I've got smaller ones. Okay. Okay, so I got 2. My snakes I hang from my canopy by their tails. And sometimes that's the first thing people see. Specifically little kids. And a lot of the little kids really like the snakes. So, let's do, got the 3 big snakes. So these are the 2 that I made last night. They're slightly different because these are roughly based off of my snake pattern. But I didn't follow my snake pattern. I just went from memory. So this one, the blue one, has a longer nose than the gray one. But it doesn't matter. They're snakes. It's okay if they're a little bit different. But, yeah, I make plenty of snakes, and I usually sell plenty of snakes. I've got the yarn. I'm going to plan on making a striped snake. That is 2 different shades of gray. A lot of this, like yarn right here, was gifted to me, and it was Ogo yarns that were dismembered. What am I looking for? I don't know. So these were, each one of these 2 had like multiple little balls of yarn in them. But so I got 3 big snakes. We'll use large. 23. And small snake 15, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Okay, so these ones I already got. Perfect. So these ones, let's see here. These 2 are made out of Big Twist Posh, and these 2 are made out of Premier Perfect Chunky. But they're all basically the same. So I need 15. I like making the snakes. They're really easy to make. You really can make them as big or small as you want them. You just gotta stuff them a little bit as you go. I do stuff my snakes. Some people do their snakes unstuffed, but I like the way they look stuffed. They're still really flexible and stuff. So I think it's alright. This tote is full. I'm gonna have to switch out my totes. After I get done price tagging everything, I'm going to take pictures of everything, and when I do that, I'm going to sort them. I like to sort them out by like the bigger things that cost more and then the smaller things that cost less, so that when I'm at the market getting ready to put up all my stuff, I know, because I always put my bigger things up on high things so people can see them, and my little things are usually on the tables in like containers or just out on the table, so that way I can do all the bigger things and then grab the bag with the littler things in it. And then I have a big round basket that I put all the $3 things in. Okay, so that's one whole tote full. So now I'm going to scoot it over, bring up some more stuff, and hit this next pile. Reposition things. Ugh. Move my ottoman out of the way. Jumbo Love Cat. This is my last jumbo one. I sell them for 20. I need to make some more of those, but the reason I don't is because I use a lot of blanket yarn, and I don't want to use up all my blanket yarn making cats. I want to make a variety of things. 20. Turn the page. And then I have this big jumbo axolotl, which gets a lot of attention. He's kind of my attention grabber. He is expensive. He's 30 bucks. So he hasn't got a home yet, but I do put him up on a big shelf where everybody can see him. And he does draw a lot of attention. So, or she, because it's pink. I don't know. Jumbo axolotl 31. Okay, let's get back in the groove. This video is going to take me forever to edit. I've sneezed a few times and have to keep moving around and repositioning, so I'm going to have to edit it a lot, but that's okay. Jellyfish, my last jellyfish. I haven't made jellyfish in forever because I've been trying to sell the ones I have. So this one is pretty small, but I'm still going to put $15 on them because they're a lot of work. This is also, this was one of the first things I ever made with Big Twist Posh. I had another one that sold, I think it was orange or green, I can't remember. So I've got jellyfish, write that down. Jellyfish. 15. What's next? Owl. Looks like Hedwig a little bit. I'm gonna put 15 on him as well, or on her. I think Hedwig's a girl. Oop. Then I got 2 eagles. Also 15. 2. I got 2 eagles left. If these don't sell at any of these spring markets, they'll probably sell at the 4th of July market. I could get like a little American flag, those little tiny ones on a stick, you know, and stick out of their wing or something. I'm sure somebody will buy them. I messaged those people about that market because I want to make sure I get signed up for it, and they told me that they were going to be sending out things for it, and that was like a week ago, and I never did hear back from them. Actually, it was like 2 weeks ago. Cardinal. I love this cardinal. I want to make some more of these birds. I just haven't done it yet. I feel like this is a lot of work. I think I should put 20 on this one. Or maybe 18. I got some 18s. I'll put 18 on it. Cardinal. I spelled that wrong. That's okay. I want to make some more cardinals, and I want to make the chicken pattern. And there's a pigeon one. I want to make it. Oh, and a pink one. There's a pink one too. Same shape. And it's so cute. I think it's such a cute shape. Okay, I got to mount my turtles here. So I got to get the little ones down. Oh, and then the bigger ones. Is that all the small ones? I think so. Okay, so my toffee turtles are usually always $10. This one's a little bit smaller, but I'll just kind of put it away from the other ones. It's just because my tension has changed so much. I hate it. I wish I could still make the big ones. But, I mean, it's just a little bit smaller. So, my tofu turtles are always 10s. I'm going to put 10 on them. This guy with the shell that comes off and the booty, I'm probably going to put 12 on him. So, I'm going to go and write that down. Tofu turtles. There's 4 of them. Okay, so I'm going to put 12 on the turtle with a booty. I need to make some more of these so I can have some sitting there and one displayed with his booty hanging out so that people know that they got booties. Tofu turtles. These tofu turtles usually sell pretty well for me. I remember at the 4th of July market last year, as soon as I could make one and set it out, it was selling. That was a crazy market though. And I was the only booth geared towards kids that wasn't hair tinsel. So, and it was the 4th of July market with bounce houses and stuff. So there was kids everywhere. I think that was one reason I did so well, is because I was the only kid vendor, you know. There wasn't a face painter or anything. It was just me and the hair tinsel lady. And the rest of them were like clothing boutique type things. And there was one guy from, we call them junk stores. They're kind of like in between a thrift market and an antique store. It's like the in between of there. There was a junk store guy there. So a lot of them were geared towards more moms and dads. So the kids had bounce houses, the food booths, and then me and the tinsel lady. So me and the tinsel lady was busy all day that day. Okay. Potatoes. These little guys I gotta set out because I want to put the little positive signs on there. Someone suggested gluing the sign to not toothpicks. I think they said matches. And sticking that down in their hands because that way it's removable. I guess you could use toothpicks. And I think I might do that. That way, if someone doesn't want the little sign on there, they can just take it off. Positive potatoes. Potatoes. Got 2 of them. I think we'll go with 14 for the positive potatoes. They are super easy to make, but the embroidery and then also the process of printing out the thing and attaching it and all that. I thought I heard my phone go off, but I forgot for a minute that I was recording with it. Okay, so these guys I'm going to set aside because I got to finish their little things. Okay, now for my horny toads. Got 2 of them. I really hope these do good because I really want to make more of them. It is such a fun pattern. I think I'm going to go 20 on them. Because they're pretty big. Uh-oh, they're all 20s. They're pretty big and pretty detailed. I need a lot of 20s too because all of my jumbo turtles are 20. So I'm going to stop for a minute and make some 20 tags. Okay, I got some price tags made. I forgot to say that Devin took the kids. He had a few errands to run. He had to go clean out the car and go through the car wash. He has to go to one of his friend's house to help them put on an oil separator on his truck. And then he's going to take them to a pizza place that we have here called The Slice. And it's a pizza restaurant. And it also has an arcade in it. So he's going to get some pizzas and let them play the arcade games. There's a couple there that are 100% wins, you know. You swap your card and you automatically, like, you play until you win. It's like a rubber, there's one that's usually rubber duckies or other little rubber toys. And there's one that is balls, like bouncy balls. Not bouncy balls, but like, they're like that big. So I'm sure the kids will come home with plenty of those. Alright, so now my turtles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big turtles. Jumbo. I sell them for 20 each. I said 7 right now. And then I have this one that's slightly smaller. So I'll probably put it at $15. It's just because I used, this is Yarn Bee yarn that I got in Happy Meal. I think that one's 15. So my last 15. I'm probably going to make some more 15s. I think I got some more things that are going to be 15. Okay, so $15 turtle. And now I gotta do all the $20 turtles. But anyways, I wanted them to go out and have fun and be gone for a little while so I could do this without interruption. And then I'm gonna get him to pick me up some Chinese food on the way home. I love me some Chinese food. Actually, I might get him to go by the Filipino place because they got a dish there that I've been wanting to try. I don't know if he's gonna want to go to it though. I don't know if it's open today. It's a food truck. We got Filipino one day and it was so good. I got I think I had the pork adobo. I don't know how to say it. And we had the oh gosh, I'm forgetting now. It's their egg rolls, but they're Filipino. I forget what they're called. Lumpias. Really good, and it had like a sweet and sour dipping sauce. They had some kind of noodles. I don't think they were glass noodles or whatever they're called, but they were really thin and kind of transparent. But they're really good. Normally he goes by our local Chinese buffet and gets me food. It's like marketed as Chinese food, but a lot of it's Americanized Chinese food, and then the people who own it are foodies. So I don't know if it's like authentic Chinese food, but it's good. Yeah, we also have a Japanese place that I want to go try, but it's always really full of people, which is a good thing. It means it's good. It's just, it's always packed, like the parking lot's full. Turtles, turtles, turtles. My turtles usually sell really well. A lot of times with the big turtles, people walk off carrying them, and then later someone else comes and asks if I have any more of those turtles. That's one reason I like to use clear bags at my markets, is because then people can see what other people have, and then they can be like, hey, where'd you get that? And they could point them in my direction. But a lot of times with these big things, people like to walk off carrying them. And like kids, you know, when they buy stuff, they just carry them. I don't really go through a lot of bags, which is good. I did order some more bags recently, and I could have sworn it said on the listing that they were clear, but they're kind of white. So, but oh well, that doesn't matter. These on here. I want to try to get another 4-foot table soon. And I'd like to get like a grid wall, but they're kind of expensive, and I don't want to spend too much money on things because it kind of defeats the purpose of earning money if I'm blowing it all. But I'd like to have something that I can hang some of the things on to display them a little bit better. I now have 2 canopies, so if I could get my hands on some more tables and make a lot of inventory, I could in theory have a double booth one day, which I think would be cool at one of the bigger events. Last turtle. We're getting there. I've almost got all the big, you know, I don't know, I can't guess by looking at it. There's probably like 50 more things I need to price tag. And then I do have the pile of the $3 things over here. I don't put price tags on them though, because I put them in a basket with a sign on it. Okay, last turtle. Moving onwards, we got an orca. I think I'm gonna put I guess I'll put 10 on him. Let me write that down. If he doesn't sell well, like if he doesn't sell at all, I will probably put him in the clearance bin because I've had him for a little while. A lot of people pick him up and look at him and they know what it is. They'll say it's an orca or it's a killer whale, or someone will say free willy, something like that. But no one ever buys them, so there's that. All right, my sharks. My sharks are pretty popular. Every time I make sharks, they sell out. And as 2 of my markets, I sold sharks, and then other people came asking if I had more sharks. And I didn't. So this time I have 3. I'm going to put 18 on these ones. I need another 18. Probably, I might need some more. I don't know. But sharks are always, I need to fix that because that looks almost like a 6. Sharks are always popular. I don't really make whales other than that orca. I don't know if I've ever taken a whale to a market other than the orca. I can't remember. Some things I just don't get into making, like the octopuses and stuff. I don't really care to make those. 18. I can't wait to see how much inventory I have, quantity wise and value wise. It's always fun to see how much stuff you've prepped. I know I could have prepped more, but I'm just kind of taking it easy lately. I've been going through a lot of medical stuff and also a lot of doctor appointments trying to figure it all out. Still not done. So, I'm still just trying to make it through regular life. Alright, I gotta move some stuff down, but we're getting along. We're getting along. Next will be possums. So I'm gonna put large possum, small possums. I spelled that wrong, but that's okay. The large possums are gonna be 20. The small ones I'm gonna put back down to 12 because I was selling them at 12 and then I put them to 14 and then did not sell at all. So I'm putting it back down to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 of the smaller ones. Did I say 12? Yeah. Okay. These are such cute possums. These ones are made with Hobby Lobby yarn. I forgot what it's called. Velvety something. They're so cute. So I got 5 of them and I got 3 of the big ones, the jumbo possums. These price tags on these possums, if I can. People do love the possums. A lot of people look at them, and then a lot of people like are in between, like, do I want a possum or do I want something else? And they usually, you know, they go back and forth, and then they pick something else. Sometimes they pick possums. A lot of people don't know that they're possums. A lot of people think that they're rats, or someone else called them something else. But, oh, one woman was like, "Is this an armadillo?" And I was like, "No." It's not. I do want a pattern for armadillo though. We do have those here a lot. And I think people would like an armadillo. I feel like that would be a difficult pattern though. I don't know. I have to try to find one. Alright. I'm going to pull some stuff closer to me so that I don't have to keep reaching past you guys. And we're getting down to the last bit. And I might have to get another container because this one's pretty full. Got this stuff moved a little bit. I'm going to price tag these big possums real quick because I forgot to do that. I got distracted. I'm out of breath today. I think I'm going to have to start doing some hormonal therapy, which I really dread. I don't want to do it because of all the side effects that are linked to them. But you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I'm out of solid containers, so now I'm having to use my bags. They're a little loud. Put it about. I should have pre-made some labels, but I was wanting to go through all the ones that I already had made. And I've done a pretty good job at that. These jumbo possums are nowhere near as big as my jumbo possums used to be before my tension changed. They're still big, but they're not as big as those ones were. That's why they're not 25. They're just 20. I do enjoy making them too. It's a pretty quick pattern. You do have to sew on all the body parts, but it's not that bad. I don't really mind sewing amigurumis together. I just like the ease of making a bunch of no-sew patterns. You know, you could pop them out way quicker than the sewing patterns. But then the ones where you sew things on, you know, you have to charge more because it's more work. Alright, so there's the possums. Let's move on. I got a jumbo. I always label jumbo to the big things that cost more. Flower. Plink. That's big old flower. I hate the way that things curl. I wish I could get them to... The day I'm gonna mark it, I'll have to purposely fluff it. This is pretty big. think I'll put 25 on that. It's not quite $30 big, but it's, I think it's more than 20, and it was a lot of work. So I'm gonna put 25 on it and see what happens. If it doesn't sell, I will revisit it. I feel like a little girl's gonna want it. I feel like a little girl's gonna see it and want it. There's a price tag right here on the front so people can see it without having to ask. Oh, I threw my hook in there. Okay. Rubber duckies. I have 3 of them. Rubber duckies. I don't know what to charge for these. They're pretty big. They're the size of my head. I wonder if 15 is too much. I think 15 is good for it, but I don't know if other people's gonna think that. 35. I have more things I'm gonna charge 15 for. I think that's everything after these things. I already, for the most part, know what I want to charge for things because I think about it while I'm making them. Because obviously, if I don't think I'm going to make money off of them, I don't waste my time making them. Okay. I'm going to put 15 on these rubber duckies. I don't know if people's going to buy them for that. If they do, that's great. If they don't, that's also great. I can just lower it down a little bit. The yarn to make these are kind of expensive, and even though it's an easy pattern, it's harder to make because it's a size 7 yarn. So, I don't know, we'll see. I always stress out about prices. I'm always worried that everybody on Crochet or, you know, YouTube and all that's going to think that I'm charging too less, and then I'm worried everybody at the markets are going to think that my prices are too high. I don't know, it's hit or miss. You can't make everybody happy. There's always got to be people who think I should charge more, and there's always going to be people who think I should charge less. So, I'm just going to charge what I want to charge, and if I'm okay with that, it's alright. I don't like the way people compare. Well, if you charge this price, everybody else is going to be seen as overpriced or underpriced. That's, you know, it's not really my problem. Stores don't do that. I don't think Walmart cares about what Target prices their things at. And it comes down to if people want to buy it from me, they're going to buy it from me, whether it's expensive or cheap or in the middle. But I can't base the way I run my market off of what everybody else does in their market. Alright, bunnies. I got some bunnies. Okay, I already know that these leggy bunnies, I'm going to put 15 on. I've had these for a while too. Leggy bunny. 15 times 2. That's why I already made 2 15s. I wanted to make some peeps. I have a couple, I have 3 from last year. I wanted to make some more, but I just don't have the right colors. I don't have like a lot of pastel colors. Oh, I'm struggling. Getting that knot tied. I sold, I think 3 of these bunnies last year. I think I sold I know I sold a pink and an orange one. And I think I had 2 white ones. And so one of them sold. I only did 1 spring market last year. This year I'm doing 2. I'm doing the one this coming week and I'm doing one in April. So if they don't sell this one, they might sell the next one. And then these are 2 of my bunnies. I think I'm going to put 12 on them. Yeah. Bunny. 12, so I'll have to make another one. So quiet here today without the kids. The air kicks on every now and then, but then other than that, it's quiet. It's weird. I'm curious to see how long this video is going to be. It's going to be like an hour long, I bet. But I know my loyal watchers will watch it. Okay. I guess this is kind of like a crochet and chat, but it's a price tag and chat. Inventory organization and chat. This worsted bunny, I've had this since, this will be the second spring, I think. I had 6 of these and I've dwindled it down to just this one little guy left. Now he is a little bit more work because he is worsted away and he had a lot of pieces. I'm going to put worsted bunny just so I know it when I look at my square. I'm going to put 15 on him and we'll see what happens. The other ones I think I sold all for 15 as well. Sounds like the wind's trying to pick up a little bit. I wanted to open the window, but they're out there still cutting that wood up. Putting it through one of those grinder thingies. I don't know what that's called. Wood chipper. So it's making a lot of noise. Okay, this is the last little worsted weight bunny I got. Alright, and my peeps. So I got 2 of these fuzzy ones. Blue. All the pink and yellow ones sold. They're marked 8. I'm gonna leave them at 8. So I'm gonna put these as small peeps. I wanted to make more. I need to peruse through my yarn. See if I got anything. And I got this one. I had a few of this one too. I think I had a yellow and a pink one. And they sold and then just left a blue one. Poor little guy. Those ones were 8. He's a little bit bigger. I guess I'll just put 10 on him. I have had him for a while. He's cute. I hope he finds a little home. I wish I'd go to this market and sell almost everything. Just so I don't have to like bring it back and I can skip the next market. I was looking really forward to it, but then I found out there's another crocheter and she's an amigurumi one. So now I'm not like bummed out about it. I just, you know, I don't feel like there needs to be multiples of booths. I hate going to a market that's got 6 or 7 of the same things. It's really common with baked goods and jewelry booths. Some of the markets that we go to shop at have like 20 jewelry booths, and it's like I don't want to come and buy jewelry from 20 different people. And if I was one of those people, I'd be mad. We went to one market last year that had about 20 booths, and a good 12 of them were amigurumi booths. And I felt so bad for them because, you know, no one's going to buy something from 7 different booths. Alright, I got these 2 caterpillars. I tested this for a friend. And they're love bugs. And I've been trying to sell them. And I've had them for a while. Since Valentine's last year. Around that time was when I made them. I'm just going to throw 10 on them. If they don't sell, I'll put them in the clearance bin because I've had them for a while. And I've had a little bit of interest in them, but people pick other things, so. Alright, and now I got 2 mice, my little mice patterns. What did I put on my bunnies? I forgot. 12? I guess I'll put 12 on the mice too. 2 of them. Gotta get some more supplies. I'm running out. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go over there and get some more stuff because my axolotls and stuff. I got the press. I put my axolotls up to 15 and then they quit selling really good, so I'm gonna put them back down to 12, or I might put them at 14 and try it and just see. It also depends on the people at the market. My last market last year was a Christmas one, but it was mostly old people that came to it because it was hosted by the Veterans Museum and Veterans Service. So it was a bunch of like veterans from like Vietnam and stuff. So they were older. Okay, we're to the last leg of the amigurumis. So I got my jumbo spiders here. I put 18 on these. 18, 3. I don't think I have any 18s. Let me get my labels. Not my labels, these things. Tags. What else is in there? Oh, there's some stickers in there. It's for my sister. I'm also going to grab these 8s because I do have some things I'm going to put 8 on. Okay, so I need to make 3 with 15. I think, oh wait, one of these has a 15 on it. Let me pull that off of there. I think the rest of them don't have price tags yet. Go over there. Okay, so I got 1 and then I just need to make 2 more. These jumbo spiders sell really well. I usually sell out of them. I usually sell out of spiders in general. I have a lot of people suggest me making certain things, and it's like viral things that everybody else is making. Oh, wait, that was 15. What am I doing? I gotta switch that out. These are supposed to be 18. I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, the reason I don't like to make super viral patterns is because I don't want to, like at this next market with the other crocheter, I don't want to have the same things she has. I like to make kind of different, and I like to make things geared more towards boys. And that's because most, I already did that. Most people make their super viral patterns, and a lot of them seem to be more girly. And I get it, you know, because they want to use like the bright, pretty colors and stuff, but that's why I like making lizards and axolotls and snakes and spiders, turtles, and just things that my son likes. And you know, I'm not saying girls can't like them either, and plenty of girls buy the things I want, but I just want to make things that are a little bit different than the other crocheter that might be with me. And that's like, I did market last year with the amigurumis I make, and the other amigurumi lady made mostly, she had mostly like loveys, like those Mama Mini loveys. And I did a Christmas one I did last year. I had all this stuff I make, and an older lady had, she only made amigurumis out of that big, huge yarn. Like, it's bigger than a size 7. I don't even know what it's called, but it's that really big yarn. And she was making she had just Christmas ones. She had a bunch of snowmans and Santas. And I had all the random things that I carry. Alright, mini spiders. I think I have 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. I used to put 5 on these, but I feel like because they're easy to make, but they're steps. And I do have to embroider the faces. So I think I'm going to put 8 on them. I got a bunch of 8s right here. I just have to make them. Anyways, I always do love getting things sent to me. Like, people send me emails with patterns in it. And I do want to make some of those little caterpillars that aren't stuffed. They're just like a fidget. I do plan on making some of those. I just don't have the right yarns right now to make those. And a lot of people are making those in rainbow colors, which is pretty. But if I make them, I'm going to make them in greens and blues and browns probably. Maybe a couple odd color ones. Now, if these little spiders quit selling well, because I normally sell out of these, or really close to selling out, I'll put them back down. They've been at $5 for a while, but I feel like they're just a little bit more work than a $5 thing. So I'm going to try them at 8 and see how they go. It really depends on the market, because like some markets are smaller and the crowd is a different kind of people, you know. And then there's big events that are meant to be, like, people go there knowing that they're going to be spending money. My 4th of July market that I like doing is that way. And the one that's called Liberty Square, the Lester Flat Memorial thing. it's one of those. Like, you don't go unless you're planning on spending money. So people are usually walking around with a lot of cash and they're looking to spend it. Those are the good markets, obviously. Those are the ones where you come home with a good amount of money. And it's because people are there with the sole purpose of spending money. And then there's smaller markets where people are just, it's kind of, they treat it like a yard sale, you know, like they see it and then they just go to check it out. They don't necessarily plan on spending a bunch of money. So, I think the lowest I've ever made at a market was $99. That was the one that got rained out, which I was happy to make $99 that day. And the highest I ever made was in October last year. The Lister flat one, I made $1,500. The funnest market that I've ever done was the 4th of July one, because that was the first one I did where people were buying my stuff like crazy, and me and Devin was both in shock, because up until then I had only sold like $300 worth of stuff, which is still a lot. But at that market, a few hours into it, I was already at like $600. So me and Devin was already like freaking out on the inside, you know. And it was fun because the atmosphere was great, the music was great, and then at the end of it, we got to watch a fireworks show. And we were like right underneath the fireworks show. My blue canopy still kind of has the smell of fireworks on it. So I somehow cut exactly enough without counting for the labels, but I'm still gonna have to make 3 more $8 labels. Is that all? Yeah. That's funny. Anyways, it's a lot of fun doing markets, and I'm gonna keep doing it until I just don't want to do it anymore. Devin actually, he recently got his like yearly raise, which is great, and he's also getting trained to move up in his company, and we're looking forward to it because it's gonna come with another raise, obviously, and he's also gonna be like one more tier away from being salaried, and the people at his work have been talking about how that's what they're wanting to do with him. They're wanting to move him up to be a supervisor over that whole part. And this job that he's getting now, he's going to be having less, he's going to have to be doing less of the physical work of the job and more of the clerical work. So that's cool. I told him one of these days, I was like, one of these days you're going to have to start wearing polos to work. Because they're moving on up. But he's really enjoying it. And I keep telling him, I was like, I'm glad, because the more money you make, the less I have to make. And if he ever gets to the point where he gets the supervisor position, I'm going to close my Etsy shop. I already told him that. I was like, I'm going to quit making bags if you get that job. Because it's a hassle to have to sew all the time when I have young kids. And also, Etsy's fees are getting outlandish. I forgot the word for a second there. They're crazy. I guess the new tariffs or whatever is going to help displace some of that, because I won't be probably getting any more international sales. But they're crazy. Like some of my sales I made recently, they took almost half of the money that I earned, all because they were the people who bought them from ads that weren't my ads. And I can't turn that off because of the tier on Etsy that I'm in. I can't turn that off. So if anybody buys anything through an ad, like if you're on Google or something like that and you see an ad and you click on it and you buy it there, you have to be buying from a offsite ad. There you go, that's what I was looking for. And the fees are ridiculously high for those for some reason. I always forget how to spell axolotl. So what else we got? Axolotl, we got dragon. We got geckos. I'm trying to go ahead and pre-write this down. What else is over here? We got rat. Piglet. And chunky axolotl. Okay, chunky axolotl is goofy looking. I made this when I first started making plushy amigurumis. I don't like it. I've had a few people look at it, but I'm gonna put it in my clearance bin, which is not what those potatoes are in. Just put them back there. I have it for 10, but I'm probably gonna mark it out and put it for a lower price. Rat. These rats do really good. People like these rats. I sell them for $12. I think I'm actually gonna put it at 14 and see if it sells. If it doesn't, I'll put it back down to 12. Usually I sell my rats really well. I usually make them gray or black or brown, and they sell pretty good. All right, let's get these axolotls. Is that all of them? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna put the axolotls at. I'm gonna put them at 14. I'm gonna try them at 14 and see what happens. I got 4 of them. I got a pink one. Whoops, that's 2 tags. I was selling these really well at 12, and then I went up to 15, and they stopped selling. I sold like 1, and so I'm gonna put them down at 14 and see what happens. If they don't sell well, I will put them down at 12 again, and if they still don't sell well, I'm gonna quit making them because people probably are over axolotls. Green, and this is pink, but a different pink. Okay, so axolotls. What is next? Geckos. I got 2 geckos. I haven't made any of those in a while. These I'm gonna put at 12. They're not quite as much work as the axolotls. It's getting gloomy. I don't know if you noticed that the lighting has changed. I didn't think that storm was supposed to move in until late, but maybe it's just cloudy. I hope it don't start storming while Devin's gone, because I don't want him out with the kids and it's storming. I'll check the weather in a little bit and go from there. This video is going to be so long. I just looked up this section that I'm doing right now is 24 minutes. It's going to be a long video, but oh well. It's going to take me forever to edit it. Okay, gecko. I'm almost done though, so I'm trying to get done. Because I have a few more things I wanted to do before they got home. I don't even think they've went to the pizza place yet though. So I think I got time. I like making the geckos and the axolotls. I really like making those horny toads. I hope that they sell really good. Alright. This little piglet I've had forever. I'm going to... Where is it? I'm going to put it at 12. And if it doesn't sell soon, the next market or 2, I'll put it in the clearance container. Because I've had him since last spring. I think I started it at 15, and I did go down to 10 on it, and no one bought it at the fall markets, but maybe that was because it was fall. Maybe someone will buy him at a spring market. That bag's almost full. Alright, the last things I have to price that are here are the dragons. I have 5 of them. I made more than that, but everybody kept claiming them. So, gosh, they're so cute. I think I'm gonna, I don't think they're quite 20. I don't know if people buy them for 18. It's hard. I don't think this looks like an $18 plushie. That's so small. I think I'll do 16 on them. So there's 5, right? I only have 1, so I have to make some more. I did a pretty good job using up my labels though. Because like I said, those real cheap ones were from the Christmas market when I made ornaments. So those will probably be put back up until Christmas again. I don't even know what to do with my ornaments. I just realized I didn't find those when I went through my market stuff. I have a bunch of Christmas ornaments, and I have those reindeer things with the candy canes, but I took the candy canes out because I didn't want to store them with candy canes in them and they'd be crusty. I don't know. I'll have to find those. They're somewhere, but I mean, I got the rest of the year to worry about it. I have Grinches and a snowman for Christmas, and I have couple witches and some candy corns that are Halloweeny. They're all already priced. I already have tags on them and stuff, and they're also in my square already. Those I'm going to take with me to all my markets, because if I ever have one of those markets where it's crazy and things are selling out, I'll go ahead and throw them out. I may actually throw a Grinch out because I love Christmas and Halloween. So if I'm at yard sales or anything, I see Christmas, Halloween stuff, I'm probably going to buy it. So I might put a Grinch out and maybe the witches, because someone like me might see them and want them. Because there's some people who use that aesthetic all year round, you know. They don't just decorate for Christmas at Christmas. They have it kind of all the way, all year round. Alright, I'm going to press my little dragons here. I'm going to put them at 16 because I feel like 20 is too much, but like 15 is too low. So I'm going to do 16 for now. If they sell good, I might raise them up to 18 and see what happens. If they don't sell good, I'll probably just leave them at 16 or maybe down to 15 and see what happens. I hope that they do good because they're really fun to make. I really enjoy making them. They're so stinking cute. I don't know, you know, you never really can tell what people are gonna like until it's happening. You don't really know. So far I think I need more pickles and I need more rats. I was gonna make some more ladybugs, but I don't know if I will. I'd like to make some more birds. Okay, that's everything. So now onto this little area over here. Move you slightly. Hello. I have these notion pouches that were given to me by a yarny friend, and they told me that I could sell them. I have sold some of them. So it's this one. There's two of this like medium size, and there's two of the smaller size. A lot of people are super interested in them, and I sold 2, 3, 4. I think I sold 4 of them. So let's see here. Large zip. That's just all I'm gonna call it. 20. Got one of the large size ones. Got 2 of the medium ones. Sell them for 15, and then the little ones zip are 10. And then I have 2 of my mermaid purses left. I'm hoping these do good in the spring markets. I want to sell them for 10 each because they're just worsted weight yarn and they actually work up ridiculously quick. They're really fun to make. I wish they sold really well because I could totally see myself making a ton of them. And actually I might make a couple like pink color one. I have 2 right now, but I might make a couple more. And I have these bandanas. I made all of these and I never sold any of them. I think I have 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. I really need to get like a head, like a styrofoam head to put one on to show people. Because a lot of people like looked at them and asked me what they were. And I told them they were like, oh yeah. Bandanas. 6 of them. I have them at 10. Originally I had them at 15. No one was interested in them. So I put them down to 10. But then I had them at fall markets and Christmas markets. So maybe the spring ones, they might do better. And they're kind of springy colors, you know. So I'm going to try to display one on a head. And I know Hobby Lobby has foam heads. Walmart used to, but they reset their craft section. I don't know if they still do. Alright, and that just leaves things I haven't made yet. And all these minis. So let's see here. I have 2 mini pickles. One with a face, one without. Let me write that down. Let me do a whole different section for minis. Pickles times 2. So my minis I sell for $3 each. I have 1 of these little cats left. They're called Cool Cats. Let's see here. I just have 2 gummy bears. I have 2 gummy bears left. I make these with scrap yarns, so I don't mind selling them for. And they take like 5 minutes to make. Gummy bears. Got 2 of them. The rest are octopuses, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 33. 33. So I have 38 mini things at the moment. I made a octopus the other day, but it was out of big yarn, so it'll probably be more like a $5 one. It's not completely done yet though. That's why I haven't put it in here. I think it's everything. I think it's everything. Woo! Okay, so now I'm gonna add all this up real quick and then I'll tell you the totals. Okay, grand totals. So in total, I have 203 items. That's all my big items plus the 38 mini items. And the total value of all those items put together is $2,123, which is not a ridiculous amount, but that's a pretty good amount. I was really hoping, oh, I just realized I didn't count the little chicks in the nesting basket. I gotta add those to it because I didn't put them on there. I still don't know what I want to charge for those. I was thinking 10, but I feel like that might be too much. Maybe 8. I don't know. But it'll be a little bit more because I'm also working on, I'm going to work on more stuff this week. But my current inventory is 203 items plus those 8 chickens. And the total value is $2,123 plus those 8 chickens. And then we'll go from there. That's a pretty good amount, I think, for these next 2 markets. Are going to be smaller. I wanted to have twice that much for my 4th of July market. But I don't know if I'll have time to make that much stuff. But I'll just make what I can and take what I can, you know. And that's everything. So if you stayed this whole time, thank you. Leave me some comments. If you're interested in any of the patterns, let me know and I'll try to figure out which ones I used. Some of them, it's been a while. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off here now because I got to put my inventory up. And then I'm going to sit down and chill and edit this video. It's going to take forever. It probably won't be uploaded until tonight. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and I'll see you guys next week for a few videos, and then next weekend is my first market of 2025, so I'm hoping it doesn't rain, and then I'll come back with a recap for it when it's time for that. So I'll see you guys then. Bye guys.